Hello everybody! So for today, this is the review for Transformers Studio Series number 65, Decepticon Blitzwing. Now this is a relatively new figure, and I really do like him. So before we look at the figure, we will look at the box. Basic Studio Series packaging, and the backdrop is the same that came with Off-Road Bumblebee. So we got a nice picture of Blitzwing with his voice remover and his awesome looking gun. Studio Series 65 Blitzwing. On the back, Canyon Attack. Blitzwing silences Bumblebee. You get a picture of his jet mode, and you get a picture of his robot mode. And another nice piece of that art. Barcodes, things, and that's it. Alright, so here's Blitzwing, and he looks really nice. And I know everyone's still probably shocked that this is not Starscream even 2 years later, and honestly, I still don't see why that this gray wasn't purple. If this gray was purple, and this yellow was if this color was the same, that would look like Blitzwing. But as it stands, this looks like Starscream. But anyway, this is still a nice figure. He features landing gear, fins that can move up and down for transformation, but you can use those to however you like. These tail fins can move. The cockpit does open. Doesn't really inside but his head, but it's still nice that this opens. The front landing gear can fold in, and that is it. So, for accessories, you get 2 of these bombs. I think these are bombs. You get 2 of these, and you take these, and there are these slots right here, and they just tab in. And tab in. Next, you get the voice remover, and this is actually really nicely detailed. It's a hand with the giant needle, or whatever you want to call it. And that has a little peg and a port, and it goes right in here on the tail fin. And just turn this however you want it. And then you get his blaster. And right here, there is a tab. You can see it right here. And there is a slot in his gun. And you just need to line those up. And that'll go in there. And that stuff does not affect how he stays on the ground. These came untabbed. I don't know why those came untabbed. Alright. So, this is basically it for him in his jet mode. But if you do have a flight stand, you can position this however you want. Let me scoot this back and rotate that. So, right here, if you have to remove the gun and float the landing gear. But right here, there is a hole. And that just goes right in there. Actually, let me rotate this around the other way. Which way do I want this? It's not wanting to stand up for me. There we go. Alright. There. So, there is a flight stand port. Looks really nice. Now, do be warned, I've already broken 2 flight stand pegs with this. This is the 3rd time that I've had to find a different flight stand. I've used the flight stand that came with the Masterpiece Black Arachnia, and I put that in there, and I tried to pull it out, or it was turning it, and then the tab just, it came off. I had to use a drill to get in there, drill out the old peg, and yeah, so be careful what you use. May just be on my copy, I'm not sure. But as it stands, this is the only thing I have that has so far not broken off that can hold them up. Alright. We'll do more with this later. So, to transform him, what you want to do is remove the bombs. remove the voice stabber, move all that to the side. Now, you want to come up here, rotate the cockpit all the way around. It will soft click into place, or soft tab, whatever you want to call it. Fold down these wings. Fold these wings together. Fold up these, and then they will... Oh, no, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. Alright. Put your finger under here and push down to unlock those. Then this whole section will come up. Fold this piece down. Fold these wings up. And then you should have to squeeze them together. Same thing for jet mode. You put them back and then you squeeze them down together. So squeeze them together. Fold, bend that for jet mode. For robot mode, you bend that and it will soft untab. Coming to the legs now, you want to pull this whole assembly up. Bring it up. For the legs, you want to rotate at the thigh. Fold this middle wing all the way in. Make sure these are folded down. Bring it all the way up, and it will soft tab into place. Now you can fold these up, and they will snap, and now you have a leg all done. Same thing on the other side. There you go. And yes, the flight stand port is his crotch. Alright. Now, what you want to do is fold back. Oh, man. Is fold this back. And then the landing gear has a tab that will go into this slot right there. Now, you want to open this. And then you want to lift the head up, fold it back down. Then you want to bring this whole assembly up. Wait, no, the head is the last thing. Fold this assembly all the way up. Then bring the head out. Fold that back. Fold the... don't fold the chest. Alright. I need to do this without this so you can see what I'm talking about. So, whenever this piece is up here, this peg does not go in here. It goes behind it. So you want to make sure that it slides past it. So make sure it does not go into that hole. That's for jet mode. So this peg needs to go into here. So now that you know what's going on, because I couldn't show that on camera while I have this back here, it's hard to see. Just fold that. Alright, and that tabs into place. Fold this back up. Rotate the chest down. Put it back. And now, these two tabs right here are going to go into these two slots. So just bring them up, and then bring it down, and position it in there, and push it in. Angle the wings back however you want. I'm trying to make it look like the movie, so that's what I do here. And pull out these thigh panels as far as you want. Bend these panels. Rotate his wrist. And then fold out these pieces. Now, on my copy, I don't know if these came disassembled the wrong way, but this one was flipped around where this was pointing in the front on this shoulder. So I flipped them around. I think this is how they were supposed to look, because it looks like they want to line up everywhere. But I think they're supposed to look like that. I may have just had mine disassembled the wrong way. Alright, fold these around again. Fold these around. Bring down his arm. Bring up his head. And there you have an awesome looking figure. He looks really good, and would have been even better if this was Starscream. But then, again, Starscream would have died, movie continuity, and problems. So, anyway. Still nice, and we are getting a Starscream, which is a remold of this in his Cybertronian jet form, so it's a win-win. Alright. Articulation-wise, the wings can fold back and forth. Head is on a ball joint. You can't get any side to side, but you do get a full rotation. You can look up that far, down that far. Arms, if you move the wings back, can go all the way around. Bends out at this joint. Then you've got a bicep swivel, which is actually really tight. Tight bicep swivel. A double jointed elbow. And you have a wrist swivel, and that is for something later that I'll show you why. Same thing on this side. Legs can go forward that far, can go back that far if you manage to move the wings out of the way. Legs can spread out that far, and you get a really nice knee bend. And you have ankle tilt. Not bad articulation. Fold this out again. Alright, now moving on to accessories. Well, actually, I'll show you his head. His head looks really nice, actually. If you can see it, he's got a really nice looking head. Really nicely detailed. Alright. So, the reason he has a wrist swivel is because his hands are removable. And he has two different robot mode hands. So, this is the hand that gets replaced by the throat stabber. This is a solid hand. And for some reason, his right hand has a hinge that can open and close. I don't know why. It doesn't say why it does in the instructions. I don't know. And it can still remove. So, put that on. And then you can take the throat stabber, and you can put that into his hand. Same articulation. It's a solid piece. And then you can take the spare hand, and you can plug it in the back of his wing. Or what I like to do, because there's plenty of room, is lift this up, fold down the cockpit, and I like to take his hand, and I like to drop it inside the cockpit, fold that back up and down. And you can barely even notice that it's in there. And just clip that back into place. That's what I like to do personally. You can do whatever you want. Alright, now for his gun, it's got a tab here, and then he's got a handle. So you put the handle in his hand, and then the tab will go into this slot right there. Awesome looking gun. That came undone. It never comes undone this much, ever. Once I get it in, it's usually solid and stays together. But no, because the camera's on. Alright. It's got a nice, awesome looking gun. Looks really cool. And then for the bombs, you're supposed to take them, and there are two slots inside of his wing. And you take that, put it there, and take this one and put it here. There you go. And for comparison, here he is with Off-Road Bumblebee. And I would say this is about the right size. And as I said in the Blitzwing versus Bumblebee stop-motion video, I will recreate it again once I get this figure and Cybertronian Bumblebee. And yesterday, that just got revealed, so should be around April or June this year, whenever it gets released, and then maybe July or August whenever the stop motion gets released. So it's coming, just don't have all the figures yet. And here he is with Earthrise Ironworks. And so that is basically it for Studio Series Blitzwing. So, and he has a flight stand port on his back. I haven't really found any use for that. And if you want him flying, then you're gonna have to plug that in there, so that way you can have him flying. I don't like it. I I really, really don't like it. Why could they not do what they do with every other Studio Series figure and have a hole right here under his back? I mean, Bumblebee has a hole under his back. I just don't understand it. But anyway, still a nice figure. Awesome figure. So, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.